Graham here with more Wrath of the Righteous, and welcome to episode 69. 69 is going to be a little bit of a special episode in that it's mostly going to be a recap episode. I did a lot off camera. I've been extremely busy in real life. I had my cousin's funeral yesterday, so this is more or less just me showing off what I've done when I've had time to play. Next episode we're going to be doing Is, and any of the other main story stuff that we can. This episode, if you feel like skipping it, be my guest. I'm mostly just going to show getting up to rank, 8 in all of these. Logistics is the hardest one to get, I'll say this right now. Of all the stuff, logistics is a pain in... well, it's just a pain, because it takes so much time just to do. I've upgraded the ziggurats to where I can level up to be a lich or whatever. I was recording that at one point, but I discovered a bug when I went in there and decided that it's best to not do that until I do Is. What had happened was, it had swapped my gender around for some reason, so the relationship that I had with Lann completely disappeared, which is fine, I don't really care about that, but Salad, for some reason Salad, he thought that I was his, lover or whatever, and he said stuff like, "You're not the man I used to love, that man is dead," and it's like, okay, Salad, I don't know where this is coming from. And all the citizens in the street, they all became undead as well, even though I had picked the option to not do that, so I don't know, it seems bugged. We're in the latest version of this. I think it's 1.1.0K or whatever, some weird acronym for that. I said it was 1.10 before, in I think last episode or the episode before. It technically is, but whatever. Weird updates. So this one we should be talking to Daran after his little incident with the Inquisition. We're just gonna take the wine. Gives us some nice gloves here. I can't show them right here for some reason, but they're decent gloves. And this one, the guy who was going to betray us, the backstabber, he showed up, and now we have to decide what to do with all the good men. And I'm just gonna let them go because they didn't know what was going on. I'm fine with this option. And that's the last rank of the military stuff. Sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling a bit. I'm trying to get back into the groove of recording, since I have been busy.
There you have it. I wanted to bring musicians too, but then I figured we don't need a crowd. It would have been weird. But, I got us elven wine and made dinner. I hope you like it. I was told I'm supposed to pull out the chair for the lady, but I think that's dumb. You're perfectly capable of doing it yourself. Oh, sorry. I'm nervous and rambling. What can I say? I tried. Down in the caves, the perfect date is going on a hunt together and eating your kill by the fire. But I thought I could have a go at something uplandery, kind of like a picnic, with a nice view of the wound. Yeah, not really romantic, I know, but we're in Dresden. If you want a view, the wound's all you got. Now, allow me to serve you, like a real suitor. Let me just open this bottle with the corkscrew I forgot downstairs. It's a long way to go fetch it. It's fine. I'll open it with a knife. Just need to push the cork inside.
So this is the option I picked the first time. I think you're supposed to pick this.
Got it. It really isn't all that hard. Milady, may I have your glass?
Okay, that's weird. Last time I did this, he actually couldn't get the bottle
How about
open.
something to eat? I went out on a limb and baked you these. I thought I'd treat you to some mongrel delicacies, but I figured you wouldn't enjoy real rats. So please, help yourself. There's meat in them. It's not rat, mind you, but it's my first ever attempt at baking, so I can't vouch for the result. Not bad, huh? Just so you know, this is the third batch. The first two I carried off deep into the wound and buried because monstrosities like that shouldn't be allowed to exist. And by the way, my little rats are only for you. Ugh, that sounded more romantic in my head.
Ow.
You made me happy by coming here. For me, this evening isn't just an attempt to feed you rat-shaped treats. I would give you anything you want, but I've got nothing but my life and my bow.
Sorry, trying to see what they actually look like.
All I can do is show you how much I adore you. Let you feel my love for you. No demon slaying or dumb jokes. Just me. If you let me into your chambers, I'll show you. Trust me, at least for one night. I promise you won't regret it. I'd carry you in my arms across the whole of Dresden, but I don't want to make everyone else jealous. Say the word and I'll follow you anywhere, beautiful. And I'll try my best not to skip with happiness along the way.
Weird encounter, I know. Be honest with you though, so far of all the romances, his is about the only one that's somewhat decent, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a little corny, but still.
You make my life better. You make me better. With you, I've finally been able to think about the future. I saw no point in it before. I just focused on how to make my life matter in the end, and how to die a hero. And only now do I actually want to live with you. See what the future holds. With you. Build a home. Start a family. Try to make you happy. When I look at you, I feel like we can do anything we want. Tell me, will you marry me? Will you be my family? My future? Yes! Thank you, Shaylin. My prayers from yesterday weren't for nothing. You've delivered the finest of all women into my arms. You know your stuff. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. You have no idea how happy you've made me. You are the commander of my soul. You've crushed all of my inner demons and conquered my heart. And that's how it'll always be. Forever. Yeah, that sounded better in my head when I practiced it.
Oh, you actually didn't include those lines.
And you know what else? I also have, a surprise. I made arrangements with Arsino just in case. She agreed to marry us whenever we want. So, why not now? I'm ready for anything right now, and I don't want to waste a single second. Come on. You're the most beautiful woman in the world, and I love you. And I want to declare it before the gods.
So you could be a dick right now and stand him up pretty much at the altar. I'm not gonna. I want to get the item. Even if it turns sour in the end, I don't really care. It's a good item. Okay, that's taken care of. And he's just here right now. And if we talk to him at the gate, we can always ask him if he wants to come back to the bedchamber. That's something that you can do. Let me go ahead and show the items that I got. Let's go date newest, newest to oldest. So the wedding ring's right here. Whenever someone gets hit, the other person gets Bane for 1 round. Like Bane of whatever is attacking them. So that's just That can be really useful on Lann, and it doesn't actually have to be on the main character and Lann. It can be on anyone. So that's pretty nice that it actually doesn't say that it has to be on them. So. And these gloves, they're just decent. Spell resistance and luck. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's go ahead and load the next part. There's going to be a lot of loading in this. You can see from the long list of stuff going on. Oh, I did the part of mysteries somewhat. There's actually one puzzle I can't do right now, so I left this alone. I went to the Laughing Cavern or whatever. That place was easy on the first half, and then the back half, it got really, really difficult. But it was doable. It got difficult because it suddenly, like, ambushed you. Let's go ahead and see, where is it? Military Reform, I think, is the next one. I pretty much spent an entire day just grinding this stuff out. A whole lot of days just being skipped over and over in-game. I want to do the prison at some point as well. I think I have to take him to the prison to finally get his story, because as you can see, he has nothing written down here. But that's going to be something I do later. I don't know if the prison is the turning point for the end of the game or what, so I kind of wanted to take care of Iz before I take care of the prison. Oh, and I want to talk a little bit about the points, how to get logistics and all that stuff. I'll probably make a separate episode about this. As far as military, logistics, leadership, and diplomacy, how to level those up, because as far as I can tell, there are pretty much no guides on that. So, leadership, it's mostly from fighting battles, winning battles, where you're like really, really ahead with winning. You can also get leadership points from policies that you make, if they say that they give leadership points, but the biggest way to get leadership points is to fight enemy, like, roaming hordes or whatever. That gives you an insane amount of leadership points. Let's go ahead, skip that. And into Dresden. Diplomacy, as far as I can tell, comes from... I think it's based on your resource generation, because it seems like diplomacy is the thing that it was automatically, like, max rank whenever I got into Act 5. It was extremely easy to get that up, because it was already maxed out. I didn't have to worry about it, so it was kind of hard to tell what caused diplomacy to be so easy to level, but my guess is it's based on resource generation and how well you're actually leading. It could also be tied to policies, just passing policies in general, like each policy might give you leadership stuff, or not leadership, diplomacy stuff. But my guess is it's based on resource generation, and resource generation is tied to morale and all that stuff, so it's a weird thing, but that seems to be how to level that up. Obviously, there's also policies that boost it, that actually say that. Military, this is directly tied to the troops that you recruit. I was not getting any military from actually fighting battles. Every war I fought and won, even though they gave me troops with vampires and everything else, I did not get any leadership stuff. I got leadership points from recruiting vampires through policies. Not much, but the thing that gave me the most... Not leadership, why do I keep saying leadership? Military. I got military through recruiting vampires and such, through policies, but the thing that gave me the most military was recruiting the special ops units and the grand tier units. That gave me an insane amount of military points. If we didn't ask one of them, we wouldn't have actually gotten the option to see that. What I ended up picking was this bait option. This was actually a pretty bad thing to get. I should have gotten this taunt instead. I picked bait last time, so we'll pick bait again. I thought it would work for all my infantry, but it seemed like it only worked on the shield bearers. And that's it for that one. I'll show all that while I'm doing this. Let's see. Logistics reform. And actually, I think it's just this one. I think that one was a miscellaneous one. Was it? No, I do have to do this one. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Like I said, this episode's entirely skippable just because of all the loading and everything else going on. I never finished. So logistics. Logistics is directly tied to the stuff that you're building. From what I heard, if you tear down construction after you get the logistics points and try and build something in that place, you might screw yourself in not having max logistics possible. I don't know if they patched that, but you might be able to get away with it now to where like you can destroy something then immediately build something right back there in order to keep stuff going. I don't know. I didn't end up getting logistics maxed out by doing that. I ended up having to upgrade towns into bastions so I had more places to build stuff, and I also picked a few policies that gave me more logistics points. And these were random policies that happened as I was just skipping days along. Those occasionally will show up and they would give me quite a bit of logistics points to help spare on building resources. Like, they would give me 6,000 apiece, which is more than a single building would be, so why not, considering how limited the tile placements are. And I think logistics might also be tied to some other policies that are directly linked to logistics. But yeah, I might make a separate video just talking about how to level all those up, because I did get the achievement for maxing all that out. Alright. So I actually did do this on the other thing. I completely forgot about this. So we're going to pick this option. And whenever we have to do this again, I'm going to pick it again. Logistics is weird, though. I don't really like how logistics is laid out, because what they're essentially saying is I have no resources. And that's just bullshit. I'll tell you right now, I am overflowing with resources. And the game should have reflected that I was overflowing with resources. I apologize, I thought this was another one. So, there is actually one that reflects on getting materials from the black markets. I thought that that was that one. Maybe I forgot to record that part. But anyway, when she initially shows up, she'll talk about how horrible the resource generation is and how we're falling behind and how everything is in the gutter and everything's horrible. Meanwhile, I'm swimming in fucking resources. And she'll suggest that we start stealing materials from people, and all the advisors are like, well, let's rob from the rich people. Oh, how about we rob from robbers? Oh, how about we rob from civilians? And she was like, let's rob from everyone. And then there was another option that was like, screw robbing, let's just trade stuff with the black market, which is what I ended up picking, because that seemed like the best option. I'll go ahead and show that policy now, because I felt like I had that saved. I must have forgotten it. So is this distribution of trophies and the selling of excess. So these two things I got from that policy, and they seemed like they would be reasonable because, you know, it takes 1 day to recharge, takes 6 days to do. And there's something that you can do later on if you're, like, hurting for resources but you have too much of one thing. I'm not in that situation at all. I never was. So the game acting like I'm hurting for resources is a little bit... it's off-putting, and it makes no sense. Let's go ahead and enter. We're gonna see that cutscene again because I messed up and I should have deleted that save and remembered that that wasn't the right one. But yeah, it's just weird, especially since we're gonna get penalized for that. The fact that we picked the option to trade with the black market. Later on, she'll be like, hey, by the way, people found out that you traded with the black market and now they don't want to do deals with us. It's like, who the fuck told them that we traded with the black market? I haven't done a single deal with them. Which is actually true, because even though I had the policy unlocked, I never did the policy once because I never had time or reason to actually do the policy. So let's see if it's this one again. It's probably the same one. Yeah, blah blah blah, don't care. So we're not going to let them starve. And this one should be the military one, which is one that I actually want to show. This is the max rank for the military, I think. of wish my military council would be larger. Sheila or whatever. Sela used to be on this. But several other characters should have been on this as well. So I got this one for the Arcanists. I don't know if they're actually worthwhile. I found this out, by the way. If you right-click the units now, it will actually show what type they are. I don't think they did this before. But yeah, whenever you're like trying to max out your military, you want to focus on these grand tier units, and it seems like the actual experience you get is based on the tier of the units and also the amount of the units that you're recruiting. Dragon Slayers are ranged units. Seems pretty useful too. Don't really care that much though. And the Honored Guards. I already have some of these Honored Guard people, but I don't really care that much about the Honor Guard. So we're gonna get the casters like I got the first time. And then we're going to leave Dresden's Citadel so I can talk to Odin. Oh, and by the way, Lann doesn't chill out here. He's not in that room. If you invite Lann to your bedroom and then you try to sleep afterwards, what ends up happening is the game says you cannot rest here. So you have to leave and kick Lann basically out of your room just so you can rest. Found that out the hard way when I needed to rest, and yeah, he was there. So we'll talk to Odin. And what we're gonna do next is just, since we're caught up for the most part, the next two saves that I had at the top, that was just me trying to test stuff out. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the days out and see what happens. We're finally pretty much caught up. This might be one of the shorter episodes, but whatever. And now we have him as a general. Now, one other thing I want to show. We could go over here to talk to this guy. He replaced the person that was chilling out, the trader or whatever. We could go talk to him. I don't really see a reason to. We might talk to these two while we're still here. The reason I don't see a reason to is because it's such a far distance away. I have to load like 3 screens just to go talk to him. I don't know why they put him on the top. They should have put him in the bottom. So, yeah, okay, I've already talked to you, I guess. I couldn't remember if I talked to him or not. I don't think I've talked to her, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that because that's honestly stupid. I think all she says is, "No, I would never lie to you," as she looks at you with, like, backstabbing eyes. I've already talked to Lann on this save, so the options would be grayed out. Might as well talk to him here. She's never had anything new to say. She pretty much has nothing to say. Salad doesn't really have anything to say either. There's a lot of people that don't have anything to say, so yeah, we can ask him to go to the bedroom and all that stuff. And this pretty much didn't change anything. Okay. It's just weird. Weird interactions is all. Yeah, we're just gonna ride the days out. Because I have to go ahead and pass another policy right now, where it's the next level of logistics. And that just means that there's gonna be a lot of army battles. I'm also gonna have to set Odin up with his own army, and make sure that he's pretty much spick and span. And I wish it wasn't saving the damn game right now, because there's no reason to save. If it saves, it would just keep me inside of Dresden, which is what I hate. That's one thing I hate about autosaves. I wish autosaves saved the location I was going to, not the location I was at. Like, started at the entrance or whatever of the dungeon or whatever, because Dresden's a pain in the ass to load. I hate Dresden so much. You're fine. You're fine. Just making sure. I couldn't remember exactly what I did here. Yeah. Hopewell is not really doing anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and recruit some units. So that's the Arcanists. Yeah, let's go ahead and just... Oh boy, what can I even get for you? I don't really know what to get to him. Here, he can have these, I suppose. Just more casters. Even though I think he's a range general. He's a range general. See what he focuses on. Marksman. For all range. These do not count as range. It actually would say range in it. All range and infantry units. Okay, so range and infantry is the big thing for him. So I'm just going to move these all out here. And have them start walking up this way, I suppose. I'm not really hurting for resources, so it's not that big of a deal. So we'll go ahead and get the headhunters. I could get the duelists. I've never used the duelists or anything like that. These are special forces, though, so rogues are special forces, so I can't use them for that. Range, infantry. These guys look like Dampeders. So one thing that's weird, even though these guys say that they're spellcasters, they're actually melee, which is extremely strange. Alright, so we'll also get these guys. Let's do this for now, and we'll set him to the side. Oh. Nani? Okay, I was a little confused by that. We won't get any monks. Monks don't matter for this. In general, monks are kind of bad, actually. So we'll just leave you here. And we'll go ahead and check the policies. See if there's anything new. Yeah, so pretty much nothing. Save the game. It's going to be a lot of this, by the way, because I have to wait, I think, 30 days or so after the logistics reform happens. We have that in place now. Skip a day. And, yeah, vampires, whatever, not a big deal. Logistics reform, now we have to go in there and talk to them. Do that so that we basically got our own recruitment options just to keep morale up. You all can just join on him. It doesn't really matter. He's never going to actually fight any battles. Let's look at this. Yep. So, what's his name should be around here somewhere. According to him, he said that's the demon or whatever is amassing a giant horde or whatever to attack us. I think it's this guy right here. I think it's that guy. So, we're just gonna take care of him real quick if we can. Who is the closest to that? Oh, this person, by the way, was from a random event. There was some girl who was like, hey, I'm actually a silver dragon. Can you help me go kill an evil dragon and become a dragon? And I was like, nah, I want you to join me instead. So she was like, okay, I'll become a general. Kinda weird. Oh yeah, you guys keep going. Or girls, whatever. Alright, and I think the closest person is this one. How long would it take? Oh, that takes a while. How long would it take you? A lot longer. Alright, well. Guess that's, you gotta go over there. I know your army is pretty crappy. Hold on, let's check this. 9 days. Screw it, just get over there. It doesn't matter. Something's gonna spawn there and attack us shortly. But we can probably get back without any issue. This should last for a number of days by itself. So we're going to go ahead and have her marching down here to cover his slack, basically. I've pretty much found out the exact locations that I get attacked from every time there's a wandering horde. I get attacked right here with 2 armies at once, which is kind of annoying, but not too bad. I get attacked here occasionally. I get attacked here when I don't get attacked down there. And I get attacked up here constantly. They spawn right here and go straight into there. So, knowing that, it's actually pretty easy to keep track of stuff like that. I went back and got the whip from that one Winter Sun place. Even though they said they drove the demons out of Winter Sun, that incubus was still there, so I guess they didn't actually do that. Let's go ahead and look at this. It's such a shame that I only get one of you. Marksman. All these. And all of you move into his army. Not that it matters, I'm just stacking units to stack units at this point. They don't really do anything for me. There you go, might as well. I'm not done recruiting. Okay, so possibly you. Definitely you all. Oh, I get Dragon Slayers too? That's kind of cool. Right. Forgot all about that. Cavalry. Tell you what, we'll get some Dragon Slayers while we're at it. I get extra uses of this thing because of a random policy that happened. It made it to where the units, the mercenary units are cheaper, and I get one extra free search. It was from one of Greyboar's random events. A lot of random events are just extremely helpful. Okay, you all. Get your asses on them, please. Thank you. Okay, so what can we do here? We can probably just pick the vampires off. They don't really do anything. Not for this army anyway, and just start marching the vampires back over here. That's a rank 7 right there, just by itself. Vampires are extremely powerful. I am not going to... I'm gonna keep beating that horse. I'm gonna keep on talking about it. I don't know how else to say it. Vampires are stupidly strong. Okay, this is good enough, I suppose. Wait, what? We'll do that. That way it makes it a little bit more sense. Okay, you keep on going. I haven't actually fought this. I didn't know that he was over here. As you can see, I leveled up quite a bit of locations. Like, I turned this into a bastion. I turned this into a citadel, or whatever it's called. And also a bastion. Just so I have a little bit more, like, teleportation fluid stuff over here as well. So the weird thing here is, even though they spawn here, they spawn right outside of this gate, none of the wandering hordes attack this. Instead, they march over here, they completely ignore this as well, and then they start marching this way. I don't know what they're, like, pathfinding towards. They might just be pathfinding straight to Dresden, so the first thing that they would actually attack is the stone maze here. But that just seems extremely weird to me, considering all the forts that they go by. Okay, so let's go ahead and check policies. Check one thing. Yep, that's still going. Policies, what's going on? Yeah, punish the asshole. I don't care about that guy. I never actually got that event. What I ended up getting in the other saves, I got a random event that gave me, like, another general, and then another random event that gave me yet another general. Not really hurting, though, quite honest. Oh, the pet drakes suck, by the way. I thought that this would summon, like, a swarm of drakes. It doesn't. It summons one drake that's only, like, level whatever. He's got 1 health and does pretty much no damage. Completely pointless. I should have gone inside for the logistics reform. Completely forgot. My bad. Let's take care of this, like, in one button. Hopefully it'll be that easy. I took away his army and gave it to someone else, because it seemed like he really didn't need it. And hopefully it stays that way, but they might get the jump on us. We'll have to see. The Poisonous Undead is something that I also got as a random upgrade. Yeah, I figured that you'd start be casting shit on... Yeah, yep. I was worried that they'd get the jump on me like that. You assholes. Alright, have fun with this. Yep, fantastic. All it took was me getting the option to actually do something. It's like, no, we get initiative first. It's like, okay, guy. The army I have doesn't even matter. At this point, my units are just so damn strong that it's ridiculous. So, actually, you can just... You sit tight up here, I suppose. Like, right here. Seems like that's the closest place for you, and you can continue down this way. She should be able to take care of anything that's down here. Keep going, asshole. I wish they fixed that to where they'd actually walk without me having to tell them. Alright, so you're stuck here. And let's check the journal. I need to do that at some point. Don't need to do that. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save and enter Dresden. Come on. Can't really talk to Odin anymore because Odin is in an army now. He's not in the map anymore. So I would talk to him about what we just did, but I don't think there's a point. He might talk to me in the Citadel about defeating that demon army. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't actually done that part. I think there's an achievement tied to doing it, though. And it made it seem like it was a super strong army, but it was like, yeah, I killed you in one spell, and that's it. Not really strong if that's what happens. Oh, the Judgment Day spell, by the way, sucks. It really sucks. It does no damage whatsoever. I'm fine getting that, but it just seems like it needs a massive buff. Alright, so yeah, this is one where she's also telling us that we need to start robbing people. So I think this one might be a little bugged, because no matter what we do, we end up having to make the same option. So even though we're asking them what we want to do, we're still screwed. Yeah, so we could steal from the rich. Could rob the black market, which is what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's all shit. I'm gonna pick this one, though. But as you can see here, she does not let us pick an option that I actually care about, because I don't need any damn resources. I genuinely do not need any damn resources. She's going to tie our arm and force us to do it anyway. Okay. Pretty useful. So this applies to me, not my army. That's because they figured that my army is good enough already. +3 to attack. +3 to damage. Or +3 to AC. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably pick this one. But I feel like the battle's still coming, so I'd rather actually have more damage. Extra damage seems nice. Yeah, I can't actually see it here. Can I see it here? Not really. Yeah, not really. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and leave. I think I'm just gonna... We can go to the barracks. I guess we can go to the barracks and talk to what's-his-name. Because we're basically going to be spending the rest of the episode, like, waiting 30 days. I also need to talk to the quartermaster. So even though what's-her-name's gone, he's still here. And we can still enter the Midnight Fane for some weird reason, so we can technically still enter the Abyss in Act 5. We can't go anywhere in the Abyss, just we can go to the Nexus. What's left of it. I don't know why. You'd think that they would seal that off, but whatever. It might get sealed off after the story progresses more, because technically I am lagging way behind in the story. Just so I can do all the side quests and everything first. Meanwhile, the Queen is fighting a battle over there for like 8 months. On top of the 6 that she's already been there, apparently. Okay. I also want to talk to the quartermaster because he's kind of like in charge of the logistics. Every time we do a logistics choice, he has something new to say. So we'll see if he has anything to say. He gave me a little charm that removes corruption that I've never actually used. It's a one-time use charm, but it might be pretty clutch later in the game if I end up stuck in a location where I actually have a bunch of corruption and no way to actually remove it. I don't think it removes all corruption. I think it just removes a portion of the corruption, but that might be enough. That might be more than enough to get me through a location. But yeah, they should have put his ass down here with all the soldiers. I don't know why they made it to where I had to walk through like 3 loading screens or whatever just to talk to his ass. Let's go over here to the quartermaster. I guess I should have done this previously, but I forgot all about it. She doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't have anything to say. A lot of the NPCs don't have anything to say. The storyteller might have something to say. I did find some pages while I was doing the Heart of Mystery. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he has stuff to say every time we make a logistics choice, which makes sense considering his role in the army. I'll talk to the storyteller, see if there's anything new. The pages were in the Heart of Mystery. Each of the doors or whatever that you unlock has a page in it from the looks of it, so I might still be missing a page. There's also miscellaneous junk items in there that were honestly worthless. Stop cycling, man. Just finish the conversation. Okay. Nothing else from you. So, we might only have like 1 or 2 pages left for him. There might be a page in Is. There might be a page in the prison for some weird reason. And there could very well be a page in the last section of the Heart of Mystery, but I don't actually have access to that section yet from the looks of it. I know where it is because I had to look up where it is because I was confused as to why the hell I couldn't just finish the thing. I wanted to do that on camera, but that wasn't to be. how annoying it was. A lot of guides out there showing how to unlock the doors. And I'll say this now, after doing it, none of the puzzles have clues for them, really. It's not like the first puzzle that... It's like you just pay attention and you can figure out the tile orientation and all that stuff. The Heart of Mystery ones, they're almost completely random. The few clues that you get really do not help at all. And it's so hard to actually see what the tiles are in your inventory. The best advice I can give you for the Heart of Mystery things, other than looking up a guide for that, is to go ahead and make sure that you do not have filtering turned on in your inventory, because if you turn filtering on and have it to where it's like newest to oldest, it will basically ruin the orientation. So the last location, from what I could tell, is like right here, or maybe here. I went over here and I didn't see anything, so I'm more or less SOL until I eventually find it. I can finish the Heart of Mystery now, because I did find the last thing, but it doesn't help me that much. I'd rather do it right and finish it off correctly instead of just jumping to the final conclusion. The Laughing Cavern or whatever had the puzzle pieces to the very final chamber, and you can do that without actually doing any of the other chambers. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. Gonna be a lot of saving, a lot of days skipped. So what's going on here? So we have preachers. We have to do this, which is unfortunate. This is, I believe, required in order to actually get the final tier of logistics. This is something that I got from Bregel, from the military council. I don't remember if I showed it or not. I really don't remember if I showed it or not, but it's really good. Hard to remember what I showed because I haven't recorded this in several days. Been too busy with real life stuff. It's unfortunate. Random stuff just happens sometimes. And I want to get all this taken care of in this sort of situation instead of, like, jumping into Is after doing all this. Is should be its own thing. I'll just go ahead and finish this off. I don't think I really need to do anything. And you notice she gets to attack multiple times. I went ahead and all of the places that I had that were like bastions or whatever, I went ahead and leveled them up to where they all had a monument. So every single unit here has like I think a 40% chance to go again. So long as morale is high, which it is. So. It makes it to where she can actually hold her own. Considering he keeps on getting attacked by multiple armies back to back. He really isn't the main focus of this army. Can't say the same thing about the guy with the undead. His army, the massive undead army. That guy is literally the only reason that army is still standing. All the spells that he has. Easy encounter is easy. Alright, so let's check down here. I think what's-her-name still has to get down here. Yeah, see, they always come in on this way. I'm leaving him here in this general area because it took so many days for him to get there. Let's go campaign. Get you marching over here. And you can sit tight in this area. Where are you? Alright, so you're actually there already, which is good. I want you to level up a bit. This army might be difficult for you to actually fight if it would show me what the damn thing is. Yeah, it doesn't want to show me what the army is. That's kind of annoying. You continue on. I need to change Odin's army to actually include his name so I know it's his. Damn it. These guys start marching these guys backwards. I don't want them to accidentally get attacked. So you... Good enough. You two merge. Just sit tight. In fact, why don't we go ahead and rename you? Because I have no plans of ever using you. Just sit tight here. And you're gonna join on him soon. Okay. Go ahead and save and skip a day. Alright, what's her name? She's getting attacked in the north too. Let's see how this goes. I haven't actually used this character in battle at all. I'm used to just hitting a single button and winning the battles there. So this might actually be a little difficult. Granted, I have kind of given her a lot of good units. What can we do here? So you're gonna do some fun stuff. Go ahead and do this bomb on you. Yeah, this might be a close fight. No, it's actually pretty easy. Yeah. And I'm in the hardest difficulty when it comes to Crusade battles. It's just, at this point, it's just easy. Almost like they need to add another tier to the difficulty or something like that to make it to where it's actually entertaining to keep on doing the battles. Either that or give me an option to just turn them off, because they are kind of a waste of time at their certain points whenever they get this easy. And the difficulties does not actually seem to be going up at all. It seems like they had a spike and then they flatlined. After they flatline, they pretty much have been staying consistent with how hard they are. Yeah. I mean, what do you do in that situation? I will say they did buff the spellcaster, so if this was like 1.7 or whatever, 1.07 with the spellcasters being weak, that would have been a completely different situation. We'll give you good hope. I have so many armies on the screen right now that they're going off the screen. It's a little ridiculous. Alright, you go ahead and merge with them. You're here just in case someone attacks us from over there for some weird reason. I wish they would just merge you two together already. Too many damn armies. Oh, do you not have room? Oh, that sucks. Well, shit. Start marching over here, I suppose. Part of me feels like I should have room in every single army for the 3 units that I randomly will recruit. But then part of me realizes it really doesn't matter. You all... Tell you what, you all just start marching down this way. Screw it. It'll take too long to merge armies and all that. I'm just gonna have to stockpile them next to the generals. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all night. It's making my roster massive, but what can you do in this situation? Let's go ahead and look at leveling people up, because we did just get a boost, I think. Alright, so you two, just merge. And I'm gonna do this so I don't look at you ever again. You two, I also want to just leave alone, because honestly, it's not worth looking at you. You're all just gonna sit tight, don't do anything, waste my time. That looks like everyone's fine. What about Odin? He's level 15, so that's pretty nice. 28 days to go. Probably gonna get that one. Because this doesn't say it's repeatable anyway. Yeah, I have no idea. Fallen Knights, I don't really care that much about them. Another random event that I've never actually seen. Yeah, cool. Alright, what are you saving? Weird. So the game will be doing autosaves, I suppose, so we'll just keep doing this. Yeah, all of these kind of suck. Kinda like that one, at least. That way, at least the spellcasters get an extra use of their stuff. You have to move the zombies, not zombies, the vampires, out of where they are. Where are they? Right there. Let's take a peek, see what's in here. I'm gonna recruit all of you. And yeah, the mutiner thing or whatever, hunting down mutiny really does destroy my recruitment growth. Not a big deal. Oh, of course. Because we can only have 3 fucking army units in that one tile, and you don't want to make another section. That's one thing I hate. I wish they'd fix that to where if I get to the point where I have too many units in one tile, they would just make a separate section. The only way you can actually do that is to just straight up move them out of the tile. Really annoying. Okay, anything new? Nothing I really care about here, so shuffle again. Sure, let's get more. Just move these guys over in his army. For no reason other than because I can. Big is Odin. Oh, he's only rank 8. That's not too big. Good enough, though. I'm just using that as an excuse to burn materials because I'm not hurting for materials at all. The game acted like I was hurting for materials. I can't get to the next tier until I finish waiting out the days. That's why I am waiting out the days. Actually, I might not have to do that. I might be able to go in there now and talk to her. But I'm just gonna play it safe and see what happens. Okay, get this, now that it matters. Get this, now that it matters. Yeah, this event sucks. Completely worthless to me. All of these are completely worthless to me. I mean, this one might actually be worthwhile, but it takes so long to actually do it. Add 600 every 20 days. That could be useful. Honestly, that's probably the most useful of all these, but all these events are just so stupid. Agitators, yeah, whatever. And another one of these. Another military experience, just because I can. Come on, save the game. Oh, sound like we're finally getting attacked. About time. Let me just check some stuff. It's really nice to recruit whenever growth and all that stuff is actually kicked in. Oh, you're new. The fuck even? I have never seen that unit before and I really like it. Holy crap, that thing is huge. Go over here, you go over here. None of this matters, I just feel like doing it anyway. And we'll go ahead and recruit you. Are you a Sunbro, basically? You look like a Sunbro. And nothing else. Nothing I actually care about. You can go ahead and move to her, I suppose. Yeah, she has room for one miscellaneous unit. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? I think we want to go to her army and use this. I don't know who it actually boosted, but whatever. Something to do. Where are we getting attacked from? We're getting attacked. Okay, so you're marching from here all the way up there. It's fine. It's actually the first time I've actually seen someone marching there. I tell you what, Odin, why don't you go ahead and teleport right here? Just so that you're actually being useful. Not that it matters. Gotta say, Pikewell, whatever his name is probably the worst general that I have by a long shot. Just sucks. Okay. Sorry, what is this one? Wait, what? 1d4 times number of units magic damage? Okay, so that means that my undead that has 6,408 zombies using that would just probably instantly melt anything that it touches. Because it would be doing 1d4 times 6,800. Yeah, okay. That seems fair. You can only use it once in the combat, but damn. That would just completely destroy everything. A. Test of faith. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna do this for more reduction of losses. Now, there is one event that I don't really like too much. It will spawn an army right on top of Dresden. So that is why I'm keeping some units near Dresden just in case something happens. It apparently gives you a really good general and some stuff afterwards, but I don't like the idea of Dresden getting attacked by some asshole randomly. Let's go ahead and save and skip a day. Odin's probably gonna get his ass kicked by this level 11 army that's coming in. I don't know. Might be pretty weak. Wait, what? Let's cut him off at the pass. Odin, go ahead and just march into him. How many more skeletons and zombies I have to keep track of? And vampires, but whatever. I guess I can show what this does, the pet drake. Go ahead and use this right here. Yeah, 0 damage, wow, not surprised. We actually don't have many units on this. It was probably a mistake to let them come, actually. I thought that this was a larger force, but no. They have next to no units. Yeah, this was likely a mistake. Dragon Hunter with a light crossbow? Okay, whatever. Yeah. Hey, you gonna do it? Yeah, see, he's pretty much completely pointless. Okay. Yeah, this is honestly a really, really bad matchup for me. I don't know why I didn't actually pay attention to see what he had in his army. Okay, so you move forward. I'm gonna get right here in their face. I want you to use your ability to grab aggro. So where is that one? Oh wait, we get to go ahead of you. Thank goodness for this high morale thing. Otherwise, we'd be completely screwed over. Yeah, don't know why I made this unit. Get over here. Not enough. Yeah, so you get right here. And then go ahead and use this. Finish you off. Let's see, what can we do here? Don't have many options, unfortunately. We can go ahead and use this, I suppose, but I think that, yeah, it's fire. Okay, this will do it. Done. I probably could have done that before. Oh well. One downside about grabbing a general that's already pretty much max level is you don't know what the hell he has on him. You start marching. You can actually march in there. They actually use skeletons and zombies now that I think about it. So, there you go. You can take them. I'm gonna keep him where he is. It's not that big of a deal. I will also go ahead and march these down here. You right there, then we're gonna split. And he can get the vampires and she can get the zombies for her army. Ideally, she would just be defending this entire location. That's the first time that they attacked from that location. Kind of weird that they attacked from there. What can you do at that point? Okay, go ahead and save and skip a day. I don't really want any units. I don't really feel like going through the rosters to continue to recruit people. Just move these armies, like, together, I suppose. And just keep skipping days. Oh, we can level people up, at least. It's nice, I guess. Guess we'll get Zealous students. It's not super useful, but considering she is likely going to be fighting a lot of fights down there, it's kind of worth having on her. Okay, so Agitator's done. 3 days left on that, and we'll go ahead and start hunting a mutiny. Another army. Where at? Be nice to know ahead of time. Really, again? That is so weird. I never had a damn army spawn here. At all. And now it's like back-to-back armies. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen then, because that's kind of pissing me off a little bit. You move down here. And Oden can move up here. Keep moving, Oden. I don't care that you touched her. Keep going. I don't know why they still stop on top of each other whenever that happens. You just sit tight here. I don't know why the hell that's happening. That's so weird. You never had that happen before. I wonder if it was from taking care of that one guy that caused that. So, werewolves? Okay, sure. Cool, I guess. I think I have barbarians in an army. I think it's in, her army down here. So yeah, you notice the amount that I got there is different from the amount that it showed, I think anyway. I think I was supposed to get 50 of them. That's from the stupid mercenary thing, the hunting down mutiny. It even lowers the amount that you get from that. So dumb. So I guess Woljif's thing, whenever you were like doing the last tier of leadership or whatever, where you had the option to take Woljif's option, or you could take the option for Judgment Day. If you take that, then that actually would probably increase the recruitment growth of any units from that, because it was like a 20% increase. And see what we have here. I definitely want to do that on that one guy. Go ahead and do this first, though. This is the same army, pretty much, only a little bit... Is it stronger or the same? It's just straight up the same. Whatever. It's gonna be easy is what it's gonna be. Oh, he didn't get to go again. Guess that makes sense. But this guy did. Okay, he gets to go 3 times. Sure, why not? Thank you for the fireball to the face. Really appreciate it. I didn't get to do that thing, but whatever. Guess I should have done it there. I mean, he was gonna win anyway, so whatever. It's pretty much a one-shot mechanic, I think. Depending on who's using it. There we go, that's finally done. So annoying. And as you can see, I did all the relics and such. To be honest with you, almost all the relics suck, though. I'll quickly show that, I guess. It's a little late now, but not a big deal for me, I suppose. They can go up here. Because for some reason, they don't count as infantry, so they're not going to get boosted. Let's put them over here where they're appreciated. So let's just quickly look at this. Kind of unfortunate. I actually got a general last time I was doing all the stuff there, but this time I didn't get anything. So let's go... What is this? Newest to oldest, I suppose? This was one item I got. There's one item that was null. It actually didn't have any information tied to it. Really don't know how I should be showing these. A lot of them just outright suck, to be quite honest. This was one of the good ones. Let me go ahead and just show once I have equipped. I guess that's the easier way. So this was from the Face Stealer's Mask, which is found way at the end. You could get like a belt that does a lot of cool stuff, but the main gimmick behind it is you get a +4 boost to all mental stats or all physical stats, and that means like you'll get +4 to Int, Wisdom, Charisma, or Strength, Dex, and Con, which is pretty nice. So I just picked up this one. The effect probably won't ever happen, but it looks good on him, and it has a decent effect. Ember was the one that got most of the good stuff, though. So, she does unholy damage with this, which is whatever. I think I had something else for her. The robes or something? I think it was this one. Yeah. Just a few things. It's nothing in particular. Nothing really worth showing off. A lot of the relics just suck in general, and it take way too long to actually make. They take way too long to make. It takes like 15 days per relic or whatever, and that's just not worth it. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, so next time, since we're pretty much going to wrap up the episode as soon as I do this, next time what's going to happen is we're going to start out at the gates of Iz. I'm going to already have all the stuff that I want. I already sell all the stuff that I want because there's really no point in showing any of that on camera. Just tedious stuff. And we're going to try and knock out all of Iz. I don't know how long Iz is, but it's too long. I guess that's gonna be a little weird because I'm more than okay with going into like 4-hour territory with some of these episodes. And after Iz, I guess we'll do the prison or any other side events that happen. I kind of want to go ahead and do the transformation events for the Lich. Hopefully stuff is patched in this recent update, because it was kind of weird. Kind of weird. Okay. See, this makes absolutely no sense to me. We were never once hurting for materials because we had such a elaborate supply chain. And yet the game is like, oh, we're missing everything. It's like, bullshit, we're not missing a damn thing. So stupid. . Oh, so stupid. Alright, let's look at the choices. This is completely worthless to me. If I was on the dragon playthrough, even this would be completely worthless to me. The morale bonus is pretty nice. And recruitment growth can be pretty nice. This is something I have to build, by the way. It's not something that's just available. So even after that, I still have to find a damn plot of land just for this piece of crap. Overall, though, this is actually probably the best unit thing. But I think I'm going to get this one, because the recruitment growth for mythic units might actually include the vampires and the skeletons and the zombies, even though they're technically not recruited. They are replenished. It's weird, but we're going to pick that one. Alright, and now we have to leave the map so that we can build that piece of crap. Which will require me to tear down like 5 things or something, probably, because it's probably some massive building. Because of course it will be. Which won't be an issue, I guess. I'll just tear down the recruitment center stuff, because I really don't need an army anymore. My army is... It's big enough to handle everything across the entire map without any issues. Let's go into this tab. Unless, of course, the queen decides to show up again and steal my shit again. Even then, I think I could rebuild right away. Alright, let's see how big this stupid thing is. Okay, so it is a 4x4. Takes 7 days to construct. I don't know. I think I'll just tear down all of these. Been annoying, but what can you do at this point? Yeah, my logistics score didn't go down at all, I think, from that. Of course, this will just drive it right back up. And take 7 days to build that piece of crap. Cool. Not that it's really needed at this point. As far as pacing goes, it's kind of ridiculous that logistics takes this long to get up, considering how important it seems to be. At this point, I am not hurting for materials at all. Ever. What did I get from this anyway? The thing that took 30 days. So, this took 30 days to do. 2 days. That's all it would have taken to get the amount of financial points. And close to, what, 6 days or so for the materials. And I'm really not hurting for either of those. So this really made no damn sense, to be quite honest. It's a good thing my morale is high, because damn, this is some stupid shit, to be quite honest. I don't understand it. I kind of wish that there was another option to just be like, yeah, no, we really are not hurting for fucking materials. Do not make me do this stupid shit. And she'd be like, oh, actually, yeah, you aren't hurting for materials. Huh. Well, you know what? I guess you don't have to do this. Nope, nope. The game holds your hand and forces you to do this thing because it's like, oh, yeah, you're hurting for materials. No, you're not. Just a little gripe. I'm sorry if it sounds weird, but it just seems so out of place considering, like, all the other options here, like the military, diplomacy, and leadership. They kind of will reflect on how well you're doing, but logistics is just It's just too slow, I think, is the biggest thing. It took so long just to get logistics up. Like, I already had all the other stuff maxed out pretty much, like, 3 months ago or so. And I've just been spending the rest of the time with logistics. I mean, you saw it took an entire month pretty much just for the last thing. Pretty dumb. It probably didn't take that long. It probably didn't need to take that long. I might have just had to wait like 2 days. But, whatever. Not a big deal. Next time, we're gonna go to Iz and see what's going on over there. I don't really think there's anything else to do as far as, like, side missions. Obviously, there's the Heart of Mystery at some point, but until I get the puzzle pieces for this, I can't really do it. So, this is Krim, signing out. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all the sorts of stuff you want to do, and next time, hopefully it's a little bit shorter episode.